100%. We always show up like the fucking oddballs on tour. I think every band, well, not every band, but like the majority of bands out there are in it for like the P and the success or whatever, and we just show up and we're like, just having fun. This is the music is sick, being on tour is sick. Just have fun. Like, the objective is to always have fun. Like, the amount of bands that I've ran into over the years that, yeah, I definitely think it comes down to being from Ireland. Maybe like it's Irish mentality. It's like that whatever factor that we have because we're Irish kind of thing, and yeah, carry it and wear it like a flag. And I do feel like Irish bands are a little bit unique, and I think that we carry every bit of essence with us along the way to every place that we go.
Pressures for tires, lads. Huh? Right?
Yeah.
Everything. My whole world was turned upside down. Everybody was asking if I was okay. I couldn't speak a word to anyone. I couldn't believe my eyes. And I promised myself that I'd be stronger for everyone else when it's killing me to see. In the morning, will you still be mourning? Will you still be mourning? I can hear the dogs bark out so loud at the lane at the bottom of my street, while I sat staring at the walls. This house has never been so quiet, and it takes everything in my power not to dig you out. To take you up. And I promised myself that I'd be stronger for everyone else when it's killing me to see the distance grows between your baby bones and us. When I turned out the lights at night, I could barely close my eyes. Just say it, I don't wanna be here. Just say it, I don't wanna be here. Just say it, I wanna be here. Just say it, I promised myself that I'd be stronger
for everyone else. When it's killing me to see the distance grows between your baby bones and us. When I turn out the lights at night, I can barely close my eyes. I always wanted to be in a band with Kate, like from an early age, and me and Collie had been playing music together for years, and we always said, like, I think when Kate's like old enough to come and be in the band with us, that we should get her in, and that's pretty much it. Like, she finished secondary school,
and then it was like A-OK.
Yeah, we were just like, right, let's kind of get this band rolling. And I think you probably 19 or whatever when we started it, but yeah,
18, 19.
It's a Christmas present. But if you don't want to just send it back because I love it.
Oh wait, I love it.
maybe you loved it so much.
Yeah, that's exactly it. You should have said anything.
Actually, I remember the starting point. I went to see the Taste of Chaos tour that came through Dublin back in the day. I was like so stoked to see like Taking Back Sunday and Alexis on Fire and Under Oath and stuff. I was like queuing up with my dad. I think I was maybe 15, 14 maybe, but these dudes were handing out like compilation CDs after the show, and I got one, and it was like a mosh bass compilation CD, and it had like 20 local bands from around Dublin. And then I like checked it out and loved it, and I seen like the Upgrades open that show, and I think that they were the first Dublin band I ever seen play. And then we didn't actually have internet in our house, but when I was at school, there was no block on moshbase.com. So I used to like go into school and like read through the Moshbase forum for hours on end, and like I used to find out about all the local bands and all. And then my friend Adrian moved to Dublin, and he was like, oh my God, there's these hardcore shows, man. Like, we started getting a lot heavier with the type of music that we listened to. And then the first gig I ever went to, I went to see like this American hardcore band called Outbreak. And they played in this venue called The Tap. And I think Crowd Control and one of Nelly's bands, like Barntown. I remember Nelly was playing that night, or something. And Another Day in Hell, actually. That is who it was. They played at that gig. And then I went to see Have Heart a while later, and I said to Collie, like, let's go to Have Heart. We started getting into hardcore music, like, at that stage then, from finding out about the scene and reading Moshbase, and I was still in school. I knew that I wanted to move to Dublin because of all like this crazy band stuff and music and scenes and everything that was going on. I was like, this is where I want to hang out anyway. And I just got completely addicted. And then like with the fact that I was addicted to it, it started to like really thrive like through the roof at the time. And like shows were packed and loads of touring bands were coming through. Like seeing Title Fight the first time that they came through, and Basement, like pretty much all like the type of bands and musicians and scenes that we're currently influenced by and currently doing things like those bands, it all came from what I was exposed to when I was like 16 or 17 years of age, you know, that type of way.
For me, it was like my first glimpse of like self-expression, like, because we come from like a really small town, so like, you know, if you did anything different in Roscrea, you were like a freak and you'd be called out on it. Whereas like I remember going to my first ever shows and like just, you know, for me it was like all these people are so different to one another, and it's like completely an okay like thing, do you know? Whereas in like, if I remember I used to come home with like little bits, like, you know, I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to do that from now on, I'm going to do, and like I'd come home to Roscrea and I'd go to school with like a pair of Converse on, and people would be like, why are you wearing clown shoes? You know, like why, like, whereas in Dublin, especially in the scene, it's just like you can be who you want to be, and like it's completely okay. It was my first glimpse of like self-expression, and for me that's like super important, and I think a lot of kids should like, you know, take that with them as well when they're going to shows, that like, you know, I think it's just another bit of essence of the Dublin scene as well, especially for young kids as well.
church without an aisle. I just wanna feel okay.
I left the city, I watched the time for the whole bus journey. Watched light reflect into water and wondered why I'm not getting better. I felt the breeze, it's not as fresh in the southeast. Woo!
I've been keeping all my ghosts for every time I lost my mind. I watch for a light outside, but I came out the other side.
I left the city, watched the time for the whole bus journey. Watched the light reflect into water and wondered why I'm not getting better. I felt the breeze, it's not as fresh in the southeast. I'm losing sleep at night of a feeling it's a lot to do with you. Delicate and porcelain, I'm wasted. I'm losing sleep at night of a feeling it's a lot to do with.
For me, I think the real essence of like anything Irish to ever happen was like those hardcore gigs, like where those hardcore punk gigs that I used to go to when I was 17, and there's like literally people climbing the walls and the ceiling and shit. It was so exhilarating, and it was like the closest thing that I ever seen to like to American shows and like videos and all from like stuff that was going on out in America, you know, like so. It's very pinnacle. I mean, I even look back to, I don't know where I'm going with this, but like, Ireland is sick.
Yeah, just